Hello again, YouTube. This is The Truth Man, giving you the truth. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. Part of No Matrix thinking is when you make a decision, you still need to weigh out the situation in general to see if you made the right decision or if there's more things to it. This video, I want to talk about how Milwaukee showed me more with the Deion Sanders thing. Those of you who are not online, cornerback Deion Sanders, Hall of Fame cornerback. I even tried to pattern my game around him in some ways when I used to play. He became the coach at Jackson State. Long story short, he had a lot of success. He made a lot of promises, and he ended up leaving for a more lucrative opportunity. And to a lot of us, it looked like he sold out. In some ways, I still stand on it. He did, because he should have knew what was going on, and he shouldn't have been making those promises. But living in Milwaukee showed me more about this, and it's like, at first I was like, man, I hope he loses every game. But I'm a smart guy. And it's like, now I look at it like, I hope he has success, and I'm going to give you the reasons why. So, in Milwaukee, this week, it has been like 24 shootings, 4 people dead, and people been getting killed in car accidents, reckless driving. It's just been a mess. Well, at Jackson State, they were stealing from him. He probably felt his kids weren't safe because of the person that got killed, so on and so forth. Now, when I see how Deion Sanders is with his kids, you just gotta love it and you gotta respect it, man. Travis Hunter, these are good guys. Like, I don't know them personally, but I'm a good judge of people. Nobody's perfect. But you could tell that a lot of those players and those coaches that followed him, they believing in his vision, which you don't, it's a rarity. You don't see it. And I've even said it myself, that you got to build with the people that's with you. That's what he doing. So I had to change my stance on this whole thing, man. Especially looking at my kids. I got my kids in Milwaukee. And when they grown, they still your kids, man. You still got to look out for them, man. The good parents do. You're going to give them every chance to succeed. And that's why I say I had to rethink the Deion Sanders stuff. I don't apologize for saying he sold out. In some ways he did. But, you know, you got to look further into things. You know what I mean? Like, I know from living in Milwaukee that niggas/ninjas can be a mess. And you can't commit to them because you'll be trying to help them and you'll be hurting yourself. Which, like I said, why is my seatbelt twisted up? The whole Deion Sanders thing, I started looking at it differently for that reason. Now, in terms of, once again, bringing all those good players to PWIs, do not agree with that, and I don't like it. But the problem is, just like in Milwaukee, these ninjas need to get their act together. You can't just think because y'all the same color that a person is supposed to minimize themselves and you ain't doing right to help you. No, that ain't how it works. That's why I said I'm gonna move my kids to a more lucrative, a more peaceful. I don't want to hear ambulances and police all day. So if I got to pay more, I got to pay more. I shouldn't have my kids in this environment. And that's probably how he looked at it. So Milwaukee, man, that thug life, that stuff is old, man. Look, I did this stuff when I was goofy, when I was young and wasn't as wise and wasn't as smart. I don't condone for it. All that shooting them up, like, oh, you gonna mess up my food stamp. All that, trying to stay on food stamps, trying to stay on Section 8. I don't agree with none of that. We're supposed to be trying to get as rich as we can. We're supposed to be competing with other races. And if that means, and he already said it, I believe when the person got killed, remember that speech he made? He said, sometimes you just got to change your address. And he did it. You know, how he is with all his kids, man. He has 5, I have 4. I gotta respect it, man. And I can't be hypocritical because why am I moving to where I'm moving to? Same reason. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no drama. I don't. Like, I ain't scared, but I'm a heterosexual. I don't want to be every day having a shower with other guys. They having a sausage measuring contest in the shower. No, that ain't my way of thinking. You know, some of these guys, I question if that's what they want by their behavior. Either they dealing with some mental illness, a lot of immaturity, or some of that zestiness. But to just go to jail, and you one of them dudes that you in the shower sizing up other dudes. I don't got time for that, man, because I've been unjuke somebody. That's just a fact. I'll juke you. Oh, you're supposed to be a Christian. I'm a real believer. Like, real believers are not wimpy. I will get you if I can, if need be, too. I'm not one of them little weirdos who think you're supposed to get beat to death to prove your salvation. No, that ain't me. I got a little more experience and a little more research in than that. And I know that the Most High is not requiring me to diminish any part of my manhood to follow him and to worship him as the king. That's what them peoples want you to believe. Have God said? Don't talk to me what God said. You're on the other side. Adam and Eve shouldn't even been talking to the serpent. But yeah, that made me reevaluate the whole Deion Sanders thing. I was getting in a lot of argument, and I still stand on a lot of my points. But look how they just did Ed Reed, which I'm going to talk about today, maybe a little bit if I get time. Black people don't look out for each other. That's why the SWAC, that's part of why the SWAC is the way it is. The SWAC is the way it is because of the SWAC and because of the people who could have helped the SWAC. This is where Deion was wrong. This is where he was wrong. He could have been the king. He could have connected the HBCU to everything else. But then we're not even talking about that one. That's over and done with. Now, still got to root for the man. And I hope he go to that division and take off. And I hope Travis Hunter and his sons go first round. That'd be funny if they went 1, 2, 3. That'd be something. And I hope his coaches go on to get even more lucrative deals themselves. You know. But that's how black people is, man. When I worked at the jail, man, I was villain. I was public enemy number 1 because I was trying to talk some sense into these guys and I wasn't catering to them. See, that's what's wrong with ninjas. Ninjas always want people to cater to them. Us being black, okay, we both black. Okay, how about this? How about you show me that you with me? That you're not scamming on me, you're not scheming on me, you're not trying to make a name for yourself off of me. How about that? That's too much. That's too much for a lot of them. Man, are you supposed to be black? You know how many times I heard that in the jails, in the halfway houses? Man, you act like you hate black people. Man, don't play that with me, man. I don't hate no people. You need to grow up. You need to learn how to resolve your problems like a man. You can't go around shooting everybody. You don't need to rob people. You need to to use your charm and charisma and get somebody to give you a job. And then after you get the job, you need to learn how to manage your money and cause your money to grow into what you want it to be. Ain't no need for thug life. You acting like a slave, man. Well, this ain't no plantation. Thug life is plantation life. Well, I'm gonna get him for that. You. Anyway, this is the truth, man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. Thanks for watching. We got more videos to come. Stay tuned.